Welcome to Domain 3, Section 3.4, Data Governance. In this session, we will look at how to govern data across the AI lifecycle, acquiring it lawfully, organizing and preparing it securely, utilizing and storing it safely, and finally retaining and destroying it responsibly. Why does this matter beyond the exam? AI lives or dies by its data, so governing that data well is the single biggest lever you have over an AI system's safety and compliance. Understanding these controls lets you trace where data came from, lock down who can touch it, and make sure nothing sensitive lingers longer than it should. Let's set the frame. Because AI depends so heavily on data, security teams must now think about data management in ways they never had to before, across the entire lifecycle. The key principle is that AI data governance should build on the organization's existing data governance, not replace it. Since security enhancements work best when layered on practices already in place, the first stage is data acquisition. Every piece of data feeding an AI process should arrive with the equivalent of shipping papers, agreements, and procedures that establish where it came from and the legal basis for using it. That means asking pointed questions. What is the data's true origin? If it is not personal data, what are the responsibilities and confidentiality terms around it? If it is personal data, is the right consent in place? Does that consent actually match how you intend to use it? And is it still current? A crucial insight is that almost all data traces back to people somehow. Even a dataset about water temperature involves human decisions about where and how it was measured, so the human fingerprint is everywhere. The second stage is data organization and preparation, where the AI team must work hand in hand with data governance to keep everything clear and secure, meeting the same review standard as any other data processing. 3 controls stand out. Dataflow mapping, which documents every data element and where it physically lives, down to the hardware. Access control review, applying least privilege so only the right people reach training data in the model, and data integrity monitoring, watching the cleansing and standardization steps closely. A few extra controls apply specifically to AI data: reviewing data sharing agreements, securely deleting temporary data right after processing, running risk management whenever data is imported, and making security decisions with an informed, diverse team. And remember, possessing data, even briefly, carries full privacy and security responsibility. The third stage is data utilization and storage, which gets more specialized depending on the type of AI. Whether building your own large language model or deploying a commercial one, similar security considerations apply. These include monitoring privacy by design more frequently with automated decision-making, treating any newly generated data with the same acquisition rigor, applying dynamic information flow controls that adapt to the threat environment, and classifying AI-generated output just like any other data. Throughout, pay particular attention to encryption in every state, applied consistently. The fourth stage is data retention and destruction. Organizations need retention schedules covering both the data used by AI and the data it generates, because leftover data is easily forgotten and quietly becomes a liability. Destruction should follow the retention schedule and the organization's documented processes, but with one caution. If an AI process produced unexpected results, consider whether an incident investigation is needed before destroying anything, since that data may be evidence. A special wrinkle with deep learning is that data creation and deletion are not always transparent at every stage, which makes continuous, higher than usual monitoring essential. Let's bring it all together. AI data governance extends the organization's existing program across the lifecycle. Acquire data with clear origin and proper consent. Organize and prepare it with data flow mapping, least privilege access, and integrity monitoring. Utilize and store it with consistent encryption and flow controls, and retain and destroy it on a documented schedule, mindful that deep learning can hide data changes from view. You now know how to govern AI data end-to-end. Every important topic and idea from this session is covered in the multiple choice questions on RooCloud.com. Before you move on to the next session, work through the chapter-wise questions there, because these governance controls are exactly what the exam expects you to apply. Practice first, and then move forward with confidence. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.